This tutorial will explain how to distinguish between demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives. A demonstrative pronoun is used to point out one or more nouns referred to in a sentence. There are 4 pronouns that you will need to remember: this, that, these, and those. Let's take a look at how demonstrative pronouns work. You would use this and these for near and distance or time. The demonstrative pronoun will be either subject or object, and it will be away from the noun it is pointing out. For example, this is a challenging test. This is followed by a verb separating it from the noun that is being pointed out, which is test. The overripe bananas are these. Now notice how you have the pronoun away from the noun it is referring to, but this time the demonstrative pronoun comes after the verb. So the pattern is that you will have your demonstrative pronoun on the opposite side of the verb from the noun that is being pointed out. In this example, bananas is the noun that the demonstrative pronoun is pointing out. The other 2 demonstrative pronouns, that and those, are used to show far and distance or time. Again, the demonstrative pronoun will either be subject or object, and it will be away from the noun it is pointing out. For example, that is my best friend. That is followed by a verb separating it from the noun that is being pointed out, which is friend. The assignments that need to be turned in are those. Again, your demonstrative pronoun is away from the noun it is referring to. It is following the verb, and the noun that is being pointed out is on the opposite side. In this example, assignments is the noun, and the demonstrative pronoun is pointing it out. Normally, demonstrative pronouns are used for pointing out things, but they can also be used for identifying people as well. Look at these examples. This is Joseph speaking. Is that Mary? This might look like a demonstrative adjective, but if you make the question into a statement, it will read, that is Mary. Do not confuse demonstrative pronouns with demonstrative adjectives. They are identical, but a demonstrative pronoun stands alone, while a demonstrative adjective modifies a noun and comes right before it. Here's an example of a demonstrative adjective. That book is a classic. Here you have a demonstrative adjective followed by a noun that answers which book. That book. Here's another example. These movies need to be returned. Notice how the pronoun these comes right before the noun movies, answering which movies? These movies. It is good to be familiar with the 4 main functions of the pronoun that. First, you have a demonstrative adjective. That lunch contains a dessert. That is next door to the noun. The second one is the demonstrative pronoun. That is a good book. That is away from the noun being pointed out. The third one is a relative pronoun. Anything that you remember could help a lot. That begins a dependent clause followed by a subject and verb. And then the last one is an adverb. The snow was that high. How high? That high.